Hi everyone, my mentor just sent me a great message. This is my personal mentor documenting my daily life, my inspiration, my reflection, and my milestones. He sent me messages regularly to keep me motivated. In this video, I will teach you how to build your own AI mentor.
Okay, so this is how our infrastructure looks like. So first, user will send a message through Telegram to our mentor agent, and Telegram will send an HTTP request to our backend server, which is built with Python, so we can host it on Azure or local machine. It doesn't really matter. You can choose whatever you want. And our backend there is a script written in Python, so we'll run the server through Python Flask. Inside Python code, we define some business logics to perform reading and writing into the database. So these are the functions we will define in Python code, and we will use MongoDB database to write information and read information, so that the agent, the mentor, has its own long-term memory. So whatever request we send through Telegram, it will go to the server first, and the server will then send the request to our agent LangChain. So we'll use this agent framework. This agent will check your request and see if it needs to activate any agent tools. So if it's a pure like large language model response, it won't revoke any agent tool. But if it's more like data retrieval from the database, it will revoke the agent tool to get data from the database. And it will also call large language model to make the response a bit more like a human response. So the LangChain agent framework will integrate agent tools and large language model, combine them together and make a response more humane, and then send the response back to Telegram through the chatbot. We will start with the code and then teach you how to integrate database, LangChain, and large language model. If you don't have any technical background, don't worry, you can just follow me and tag along. It doesn't require very deep technical skills. I'll see you later. Okay, great. So now this is the backbone of our program. You can see there are primarily three files: app.py, mentoragent.py, and MongoDB mentor.py. Let's look at MongoDB mentor.py. This is the long-term memory. Okay, so basically there are a couple of methods. If these methods are triggered, it will interact with the database, either retrieve data from database or store data to the database. So for example, this one, if the users put their reflection, this method will be triggered by the agent, and it will save the user's reflection in a more formatted manner into the database. Okay, so it kind of builds the long-term memory for the agent through Mongo database. And so this is incident, and this is reminders. So basically the agent has the ability to classify the request or input from the user and put them into reminder, incident, milestone, or reflection. And at the end you can see there's a get weekly summary, so maybe every week we can pull the self-growth, reflection, or any information the user inputs for the week to just let the user recap what they have achieved or have done for that week. So this is for the database, the long-term memory of the agent. And what about the core part? The core part is here. It's in mentor agent py. It governs all the tools logic for the large language model and agent framework. So as you can see that we're going to use two platforms. The first one is called LangChain. It's basically an agent framework, and the second one is a large language model. You can use OpenAI or Claude. It doesn't really matter. The reason why I use DeepSeek is because it's cheap, so I just use it for demonstration purposes. And if you're going to use other other AI or models, you can also ask ChatGPT to generate the code for you. Okay, so this is reflection tool. As you can see that we have a decorator tool and there's a method. So it's very powerful because when you put the decorator tool, we actually input LangChain tools. It will recognize this method as the tool the agent can use. So if the agent finds that the task given by the user is a bit challenging, if they can't solve it purely with their large language model, it will come to this method, trigger, and use this method to get data and feed back to the users. So it's very powerful. It will give you accurate data from the database. So for example, this method is record reflection. If the user wants to record reflection or share the reflection with the manager will activate this method, and this method will use the Mongo save reflection function, where that's what we defined here, save reflection function at right here, and we'll save the reflection to the database. So here is a tool, save a personal reflective journey, except this is very important. We need to put the description inside the method so that the agent knows what this method is about and will identify the right method to use according to the user's input. So these are the method we define for the agent to use, and this is for incident. So it's basically just get incident, record incident, and get reminder, add reminder. So just add information and retrieve the information. So there's full primary data we need to collect, reflection, and instant, and then reminder, and then growth tools. This is more like the milestone. Okay. And we have a weekly summary tool. So if the user wants like summarize my week, it will get all the data for the past week and push it to the user. And this is system prompt. So whenever we send a request to the agent, this system prompt will be brought along with the input. Just remind the agent of their role and what they need to do. So the system prompt can be quite long, but it's fine. It's long. Usually the system prompt is just like huge. It doesn't really matter. Just remind the agent of their mission. Okay, and at the end we have agent. I will elaborate on it later. You don't really need to know how to write it. I will demonstrate it from scratch later, so don't worry. And this gets response from agent. So basically it kind of defines all the functions and tools and what the agent needs to do, their role, and we have tools. So we kind of put all the tools we had defined above inside the create agent method. The model is the model we use DeepSeek, and system prompt, put system prompt. So we define a function here, get response from the agent, and we will invoke the agent response and get put the user input. Next, we will look at app.py. Now it's empty. Basically, just a server. So when we run the code here, it will activate the server, run the server. Then we need to define how we want to use Telegram to get user input and feed the user input to our agent right here. Okay, our agent is right here. Okay, user input, and get response from agent will return the message from the agent and feed it back to Telegram. So we will use Telegram here, and we will work on it later. So yeah, so that's just give you a picture of what our project is. And next, I would like to talk about MongoDB setup. Okay, so we need to set up a MongoDB account. Okay, now, so in this video, I'll teach you how to set up your database. As you can see that we need a database password and Mongo URL. To create the database, please go to mongodb.com and sign in. If you can't sign in, please create new accounts. Click the logo on the top left corner to go to the home page, and at the home page select Old Project and select New Project. Name your new project. Here I'll just put Mentor Example, and next. Add members and conditions, fine. It's create project. Now we will create a new cluster. It's basically your database. Here I will select clone and choose the free one, cluster 0, and select create deployment. Now it's very important step. You need to memorize your username. I suggest you put them in the note. Also, please copy your password to your notebook. You will need it later. And then select create database user. Choose connection method. Select driver and select Python. The version is 3.11, 3.11 and later, and press done. Now it's a super important step. Now we want to create a new database. So just go to your cluster 0 and select browse collections. And here you can see this is our cluster 0, and press the plus sign and put the database name here. I just want to name it journals, and collection name. Collection name here you can randomly put one, because in the code, when you exit the code, it will create more. So here I would just want to put the first one called reflections, and this is the just one of the collections. So I've got journals, reflections. Great. Now let's go back to our clusters and select connect. What we want to do is to copy this. Okay, please copy it to your note. I will need it as well. Great. Now go back to your Visual Studio. This is a very important step. Paste what you just copied here and put it inside Mongo URL. You'll see you have your account and your password. For your password, because there should be a variable, so please change it into DB password and give it curly braces on the outside so that you will import your DB password. And because it's cluster 0, so cluster 0, app name cluster 0. And here we need to do some variation because we just created a new database called journals. So we also need to specify the name of the database. So here, please put after -net, please put the name of your the database we just created. Here I put journals, and then rewrite. Here also put rewrite, retry write, and here put retry writes true. And app name equal, this should be your cluster name, so cluster 0. And that's it. Okay, so this is your Mongo URL, your accounts, your password, cluster 0, and here you need to put your database name, and I just put retry write equal true. It means that it will always retry writing. The database and write majority. There's just a perimeter, and app name equal cluster 0, so that when you use the URL, it will automatically write your data to the database in this cluster and in the database called journal. And now we need to set our password. So please create a new file called .env, press enter, and here we need to put our DB password. So the DB password equal, and you need to copy and paste the password you just copy from MongoDB and save it. And that's it. So now you have set up your database. So whatever you do with the functions below, it will get your database, retrieve the data, and write data into your database. Just save the file. After setting up our database, the next thing is to get LangChain API key and DeepSeek API key. You can choose your own model. You don't have to go for DeepSeek. The reason I chose it is because it's cheap. So basically this file is for tools. You can see that these tools will automatically process your request and execute data retrieval or data input to your database. Let's first set up our LangChain API key. First, go to langchain.com and select Try Landsmith. After you select Try Landsmith, you can register account and you'll be brought to Landsmith trackings and create a new project. Name your new project. Here I'll just press mentor example. Select create project. You may need to select one of the model, so you can just play around with that, but because I have already put the code there already, so we just need to select trace an existing app and select the language Python, and then this is, I think what I have to put all the code ready. The only thing you need to do is to select generate API key, copy the API key and put that in your notebook. We will need it later. Great, that's it. Go back to your Visual Studio or any code editor. You notice that there's a Landsmith API key. This will be fetched from your environment document. So that just put your API key and API key, and this is Landsmith API key. Keep the variable name equal. Great, now we have set up your LangChain agent API key. The last thing is to get DeepSeek API key. It's relatively straightforward. Just go to the DeepSeek website, log in or register account, and create a DeepSeek API key. Go to deepseek.com and you can select API Open Platform, log in or register a new account. Here you can go to API key and select create a new API key. Create new API key. Here I'll just put test. Create API key, and then you have to copy it. You can copy to your notebook. Now please go back to your Visual Studio or code editor and go to environment file, and here the name is, this is the API key. I'll just copy and I need to give it a variable name, and the variable name is DeepSeek API key. So just put DeepSeek API key equal. Great, now you have finished setting up link chain agent, DeepSeek is for large language model, and database. Next, we will look into our app.py file and set up Telegram communication here. Now go to your Telegram and search for bot fodder. Now you see bot fodder, left click. Now you're in a conversation with bot fodder. So what you need to do next is to select start, and there are a couple of comments for you to create your new bots. So here you can just select new bots, and you're going to choose a name for the bot. So just give the name for your bot. Here I'll just put example bot, example, or tutorial. It has to be very unique. Okay, example tutorial bot. Press enter. Okay, great. And okay, so I think it has to be an bot. So okay, nice. Example tutorial bots. This is already taken, so I'll just give you a unique number, example tutorial, and a random number, bots. Okay, great. We have created the bot. Now you got this API key, and just copy the API key to your notes. Keep it secret and don't let anyone know. Click this one. You will see your bot. So this is your new chatbot. Now please navigate back to your Visual Studio. As you can see, I have import Telegram bot here, and all the functions here are for Telegram setup. So the only thing you need to do is to set your Telegram bot token. Okay, so here I will just do exactly the same as what we did last time. You always need to use OS Envision, and you need to get the environment variable. So here I'll just copy it, for example. I paste it here, and I need to retrieve my Telegram API bot key. So here I'll be Telegram bot token. So okay, Telegram bot token. Great. So it has with me. OS, I need to import. Don't worry, the code you are going to download will be a complete one. You just need to add this variable to your environment. So I've got Telegram bot token. So go to your environment document and Telegram bot token equal, and paste what you just copied from Telegram bot. Okay, and that's it. Okay, now we seems to handle everything. We got database, we got link chain, we got large language model, we got Telegram. So it seems that everything is ready. So let's test our program. So if you know how Python Flask work, or if you have played around with Python before, of course, now the first thing is to command prompt installed the package. So here I'm going to create my virtual environment. Great, now I'm going to install all the package in the requirement. So please just follow me. But I think I'll put everything clear and in detail in the user guide. So don't worry. It's just for you to understand how everything is connected. You can just follow the instructions on the user guide. Right, after you install all the package, just go to the terminals and type Python app. And then You will see MongoDB connected and bot is running. So now if you go back to your Telegram, so you go to your chatbot, now it should be able to answer your questions. And currently I just use testing, but after you put all the API keys ready, and set up all the environment variables, you should be able to see the responses. It works like a mentor.
Thank you for watching the video. Follow me for more AI agent knowledge and courses.